Welcome back, everybody. It's raining. Work got called off. But because it's raining, I can't go out and do some chopping videos like I would have liked to. So I'm going to do something a little different. Got a hammer project that I want to start on. Get into my hammer drawer real quick. Last year, Nate sent me something. And Nate and I actually came to know each other because of the project that I did on this hammer when I restored and refinished this. He also did a hammer. He picked up a rounding hammer at a flea market, and I fell in love with it. And he found this and sent it to me. Now this has a perfectly good handle on it already. Unfortunately, it's fiberglass, and I don't like the feel of it. So Nate sent this along with a piece of wood. And since it's a rainy day, it's a perfect opportunity to go ahead and do something with this. Man, that's a big hammer. But when you want a really big hammer, you call out the bull. Let's go ahead and get started on this project. So it's just my dirty rag that I like wiping things down with to give it an old aged look. But it's penetrated with boiled linseed oil and other oils, and I just leave it open so it doesn't spontaneously combust. I think the first process on this, since it's already got the handle on it, I'm going to go ahead and clamp it in here and clean it up. I think it'd be easier to clean up with the handle on it. I don't care what anybody says. Some tools that you get from Harbor Freight just last. I had a DeWalt angle grinder, and it burned up on me within a year. I've had this one for years, and it's been going strong. Had a something's like Alright, y'all are gonna have to stay to the end to find out. Oh man, find out what just happened. Include it in the blooper reel. Damn, that hurts. So if any of y'all have ever messed with permabond heads on axes, it's basically what this is. It's just epoxied in there. So I'm gonna drill it out, see if I can. That's why it says wear safety goggles on it, because you can drill this joker out, stuff's flying everywhere. I really like these wooden vise blocks because I can clamp stuff in here and not mess up the tool or my jaws. Let's see, let's find a saw, people. I need to get some different saws. This is not the saw that's intended for this use, but it'll work though. Nasty old handle. Alright, I'm going to finish getting this cleaned up and then bust out the wood and make a new handle. It was already drilled almost all the way through right there. Alright, I hope this is going to work. I just have a rounded diamond bit on here. See if I can be careful and clean this up. Man, how old is that twist tie? That thing's old. not too bad. I am getting into the metal a little bit, but that's just getting all the epoxy off of it. I'm not gouging it up too much. Let's see in there. Just removing that epoxy, making it clean. Surprised that looks like there's some rust. There's a lip on that too. I'm gonna have to take that lip off, and since I got this grinder out, let's just use that. Yeah, very uneven. Oh yeah, much better. These things are awesome for the shop, man. I don't have a compressor. If you got a compressor, same thing, but little keyboard duster works great. I said I'm not going to clean it up completely, but you can tell there's some forging marks in it. See it, y'all can see it a little bit better. I'm just going to take this round file and kind of clean those up a little bit. I'm not going to clean the whole thing up. I just want to make it look a little bit nicer. So I haven't taken the finish completely off. So on this side it said wear safety goggles. Well, I didn't want that on there, so I sanded it down and then took the grinding marks out with the random orbiter. Hit the face, not going mirror polish or anything, just cleaning it up a little bit. I would love to put this in the oven with some boiled linseed oil on it and give it a boiled linseed oil treatment, but my wife's here and that's not going to happen. I really need to get a toaster oven for the shop. Alright, let's try this boiled linseed oil, see if it does anything different. Should. It's probably going to smell lovely. I'm just going to do this process a couple of times because I know for sure boiled linseed oil will give it a finish that I'm looking for, because I've done it on that solve ice. But what I want to do with the toaster oven in the future is, I think you can, I have to go back and research it. There's plenty of videos online. It gives a really cool finish, and I'm gonna do it on one of the projects. You heat it to like 400 something degrees, put boiled linseed oil on it, or maybe you put boiled linseed oil on it first, I don't remember, and then bake it for like 20 minutes and repeat the process as often as you want to get the desired effect. Focus on this area here. See, it's already starting to turn colors, which is cool. Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool. That's kind of what I'm going for. Got to get it hot enough let it burn in. So here's a good look. I did a little too much. One coat made it that golden color, but multiple coats just made it look black. Which, you know, I can do something with that. You know, it's all about a learning and experimenting. So I'm going to go clean this up. Got pretty hot, burnt the brush. But it's cool enough now that I can handle it, I think. Yeah, no, it needs to cool off a little bit more. I'll let this cool off, and then I'm going to go wash it off. And I'm probably going to take some of that automotive Scotch-Brite and just lightly buff it and see what happens. I do like that. This is the blank, or it's not a blank. This is the chunk of black locust that Nate sent me to make a replacement handle for this. Grain orientation's nice. But I don't have a bandsaw, so I need to figure out how to cut this, split it, to make a handle. It's just about, I mean, it's the perfect length. I'm probably going to make just a little bit shorter handle. I'm probably going to make a handle about that length. I like shorter handles. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to try to split a chunk off of this side and see what I can come up with. How am I going to split this? I don't think that's even going to be powerful enough to do anything. There we go. Look at that. Alright, so I've got two pieces now. That one actually might be big enough to do a handle out of. It's kind of thin on this side, but that'd be the rounded side, so that might be perfect. We'll see. See what I can come up with. Just trying to get everything squared up, and then I'll start shaping. I know from drawing it out, if I just go to the line that's already there naturally in the wood, that I'll have a good starting point. Getting the eye roughly drawn out on here. I cheated this way on the handle a little bit because this is thicker and this is the thinner side, and I've marked the depth of how low I want the hang to go. I'm gonna just start shaping that out. And I'm trying to decide, I'm thinking about going and ebonizing this handle, or maybe even torching it and making it all black. But I've seen some of the black locust handles that Nate has, some older ones, and the honey color that they take on, they're absolutely gorgeous. So I may, I think I might just do a combination, do a burn, a dark burn, but still leave some of the natural wood color, and see how that turns out. Tape, arrow towards me. Okay. don't know that I'm going to be able to get that really started yet, but let's try. Need to round this off a little bit more so I don't get splinters. Okay, that is going to give me a reference on where I need to work, and this thing is going to get hung, and then I can start shaping that handle. Y'all see what I'm looking at? So just like hanging an axe, see where it's touching? Most everywhere, right? It's not touching there. Pretty much everywhere else it is touching, and I need to remove that material and nothing else. So I'm actually going to move to the rafts now, because I want to remove this material. It's already fitting here. I don't want to remove anything else there, and for me personally it's easier to do that with a rasp, taking it down this way. Look, a lot of people don't like swivel base vices. I absolutely love them. I think they're worth their weight in gold. And if you don't like that sound, just move it closer in. It'll make another disturbing sound. Hey Joe, I'm going to show you something real quick. This is how I adjust my spoke shave. I'm just pushing everything down flat and even, and this is where I have my starting point. The blade is just flat on the surface, not protruding at all. Then I just adjust it from here. So let's see what I get with just that depth. Is it just me, or do other people think they're recording when they're actually not? That's so frustrating. Okay, so I thought I was recording. I've got one more edge to kind of work on. So Joe, I haven't touched this at all. It's still the same depth that I was originally using, just sitting flat, and it's working really nice. Now I'm holding it at an angle and kind of sliding it. Holding it at an angle, I think, helps keep a different overall angle to it. And the grain on this one is kind of weird. Yeah, man, just set it flat on the desk or on your workbench and start there. There's a weird spot in the wood on this side. I really need to learn. I need to tune that wooden one up that you gave me so I can see how well it works. I know you say you absolutely love the wooden spoke shave, so I gotta give it a shot. But I've learned how to use these metal ones, these metal body ones, and I absolutely love them. This works so well for me. I wouldn't know what else to do. Because my phone died, but y'all are back, so we're just going to continue to the point now where I'm just really kind of eyeballing things My center lines were just to help get me going. Now I'm just eyeballing it. I think I'm almost there. And come in with the rasps or the files now and start shaping it. I need to do that. If I continue with the spoke shave, I think I'm going to take it too far. So put that out of reach so I'm not tempted to grab it. And to start shaping this with the files. And with the file, I can feel where the high spots are, and I can work on them. Yeah. You know what, I was really worried that this piece of wood that I split off wasn't going to be enough. I got some kindling for the fire next time we go out. But you know what? I'm really pleased with how this is taking shape. Alright, so I've got these two hammers. I use this one for my leather work. I really like it. I like the way that grip feels. So I'm thinking about maybe taking a round file and just duplicating that. But I also have this Amco, which basically has divots drilled into it. I think I want to duplicate that. I like the way it feels. It's not as grippy, but I think I like the way it feels better. So put this one back up, and I'm going to measure out center points with, y'all check that out. Can y'all see that? Ooh, my little king cutter dividers that I found. Find the center of each hole. Are they all the same? Yes, they are all the same. So there's 4 on each side, and it comes up. So this is about where I want to cut the handle. It comes up about there. Let's see, there. Can't see that, so let's get a pencil and mark it. Alright, coming up just shy, or I'm sorry, just over center point. I'm gonna mark one there. So that's 2. There's 3, 4. That was the, so it's 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay, this side just has 3, and it goes about halfway. Just eyeballing this, folks. Plugged up with a little 5/16 drill bit. It's not the right style drill bit, I don't think. It's like a brad point, so it's leaving a deep divot in it. But I'm going to clean it up with a deburring tool. One more to do. Need to make a hand thing for this deburring tool. I think that I can sand and burn a lot of this off. Maybe. Let's see if I can sand some of it off first. Yeah, it'd be nice. I need to make something, something to hold this so I can have a better grip on it. I'm afraid to put it in the drill because it might go too deep with it. Let's see. What's the worst that can happen? I can screw everything up and have to start over. I like toasting my handles before I put the heads on, because the heat will reflect around the handle or the head and make it look funky. Oh wow, that darkens up a lot. That darkens up quick. That toasted quick. First time I've ever used this, what was this, black walnut? I'm not sure I'm gonna like that. I may have to, I'll live with it for a while and see what it looks like, and I may sand it all back down and just do the natural wood. Well, look at that wedge that I was using to hold the handle. Fits almost perfectly. Let's get this thing hung. Oh, it's still warm. Handle's cracked. Oh, I'm still going to need that. What am I thinking? I'm definitely going to need that. Going dry. Going in dry. Oh yeah. Alright, and it broke off. I'm gonna cut it off anyways because it is definitely high, but I've got good expansion on it to keep it in there. So let's get it cut off and let's finish this project up. And one thing I have learned is, for me anyways, because I'm not great at making straight cuts, so I usually cut higher than I want so I can file or sand it down to my desired depth. I don't even know what kind of wedge that was. Actually, that don't look too bad. That don't look too bad. That is probably a pretty darn straight cut. So I am just going to file a little bit of that off and oil this joker up because it is done. A little rough to my liking. I have a really fine file that I like using to finish these off with. At least leaves it really smooth. I'm gonna round it a little bit. Oh yeah. That's nice. Alright, let's oil this thing up and take a look at it. So my dirty rag has already got linseed oil and stuff on it. So we can already get a good look at what it's going to look like. I like the way that feels. A couple of lessons learned on this project. One, with doing the blackening with the boiled linseed oil and the heat, I would just do one coat to let that golden finish. Might go a little thicker in the handle here, but other than that, and this thing just, I like it. Turned out really good in my opinion. I like it a lot. Nate, thank you for the hammer and the piece of wood. I finally got it done. If y'all are not following Nate, go find him at Iron Ox Axe and Tool. I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what y'all would have done differently. I don't know that I would have done that texturing again. Probably would have done the lines or no texturing, but all in all, I think it turned out alright. What do you think, buddy? Remy? Hey, buddy. He's ready to go outside. You wanna go outside? Whoa, there he goes. Oh, something's biting me. What the heck? Woo! Something just dropped down my shirt and biting me. What the heck was that? Being out here in the city park, man. What was that? This joker bit me bad too. What the heck was that? No free shows today, people. You're gonna see my fat ass on video. That's gonna be a blooper reel for sure. Damn, that freaking hurt. I'm already swollen up.